Hi, my name is Patrick McCarthy, a maths tutor from London. Today I'm going to teach you some maths. In this video I'm going to show you how to find the equation of a line. Now the equation of a line is always written in the form y equals mx plus c. This m represents the gradient of your line and this c represents what's called the y-intercept, and I'll show you what that looks like on a graph. So draw it. This is the equation. This is what your straight line looks like. Now what you need to do is find 2 points on the line. 2 points on the line. Let's take this point. 1, 3, and 2, 5. So we're going to take this point here and this point here. Now what you need to do is find the gradient. Now the gradient, it is the difference that's given by delta y over delta x. The difference in the y divided by the difference in x. So it's easy enough. Draw a line down from your first point and you try to draw a line across from your second point. This point here, this is your delta y and this is your delta x here. And to find this, we know this point here is 2, 5 and this point here is 1, 3. So your delta y is your change in your y. So you take your first y value and you take away the second y value. So 5 take away 3. And you divide it by the change in the x, so that's the 2 take away 1. So that's equal to 2 over 1, which is 2. That represents your gradient. Now if you go back to the equation, y equals mx plus c, m represents the gradient. So we know now y is 2x plus c. We still don't know what c is, but we found the gradient by looking at the gradient of the line, okay? Now we need to find c. C represents this point here. It represents the y-intercept, it's called. It's the point where, let me draw y. It's the point where the line crosses this axis here, the y-axis. This is called your y-intercept, and this is represented by the letter c. So to find that, we take 1 point on the line. Let's take this point here. And we put this x value, 2, and this y value, 5, into this equation. So we put 5 where there's a y and a 2 where there's an x. So we get this, 5 equals 2 times 2 plus c. So that means that 5 equals 4 plus c. So c represents a number. 5 equals 4 plus c, well that must mean that c is 1. So we know that c equals 1. So we know the equation of our line is y equals 2x plus 1. And you can see here, this point here then has to be the point 0, 1. When x is 0, y is 1. So if you put 0 in here, this gets 2 times 0 and y is 1. So this is your y-intercept, and this you use to find your gradient. And that's how to find the equation of a line.